If you move to any country, there are certain things you need to do that will make your life easier. First of all, I love watching 90 Day Fiancé. It's one of my favorite shows because, to be honest with you, I was technically a 90 Day Fiancé as well. I came to Germany for love. I came to Germany just for love. I didn't have a job when I came here. I didn't have anything. I came here just to be with my wife, just like the 90 Day Fiancé people. But if you ever watch your show, a lot of those people struggle. I'm gonna tell you how you can avoid struggling, just like they did, and how I was able to make it. So let's get started. All right, the number one thing to do is learn the language. I don't care where you're moving to, you need to learn the language. And it might sound so simple, but the number of people that go to a new country and don't even know how to speak the language or have to use a translator, have to do this, you see that they're always struggling. You're never going to get part of the culture. Yes, you can make it. There's a lot of people that can speak English in certain areas, and they will sometimes are willing to speak English with you, but don't depend on that. Let that be a fallback thing. Learn the language so you can actually communicate with the people. And I'm telling you something, I talk with my hands, I've talked with my toes to get the points across, and it works. I'm not saying I'm very fluent, but I'm good enough and people respect that I'm trying. That's the first thing. The second point, learn the culture. I'm tired of watching people on 90 Day Fiancé go to a country and you try to be American 100% without even trying to adjust to the other person's culture. Learn the culture. Learn how they like to dress. Learn the rules to respect. Learn as much as you can. Now, I'm not saying that you have to quit being yourself. No, I'm not saying that. You can learn how to be German. You can assimilate to their culture. That doesn't mean you have to forget about your culture. Look, I'm a proud American. Everyone knows that. But I do everything except for wear a cowboy hat and boots everywhere I go. I am a proud American, and I don't hide that fact. But at the same time, I have embraced the German culture. I speak the language. I know what the people enjoy doing. I know what they enjoy talking about, and I partake in their culture. Don't just come to Germany and don't try to partake. Be a part of it. Learn something, and you'll realize, man, I'm crazy. The number of doors that were open to me exponentially grew once I started showing that I'm also a member of their culture. It was amazing how many more doors opened up to me. Third thing, be organized. When you go to these different places, or you're trying to get a job, or you're trying to go to an Ausländerbehörde or any of these government agencies, it's crazy how difficult they can be in various spheres. But not just for you. Germans also hate this bureaucratic mess. Man, it's crazy how much paperwork you need for every single thing. Man, you can't do anything without having to sign a piece of paper. I'm surprised they don't make you sign a piece of paper to walk outside your door. It's crazy. But if you're prepared and you're well organized, that process can be a lot easier. There's plenty of websites that explain to you exactly what you need to do in order to get your residency permit, in order to find a job. So, and then be prepared and organized. Number 4, before you come to Germany, find out, especially if you have some type of a degree, find out what it would take for you to work in the field that you used to work in. I'm telling you something, it's hard to get your stuff recognized in Germany. It's very hard. So don't think that because you're a doctor in America, you can be a doctor here in Germany. Or if you're a lawyer in America, you can be a lawyer here. If you're a teacher in America, you can be a teacher here. There's a long process. Now, if you work for a private company, an international company, cool. If they hire you, you're great to go. There's no problem. But if you are trying to come within the German culture and be part of the tariff system or everything else, you gotta have some form of paper trail that can be recognized. There's a website, and I'm gonna post a link here, where you can go through and you can find out what will it take to become that in this country. Whether you need to go to school, or if you just need to get your documents recognized. And sometimes the process can just simply, you take it to a place, they translate it, and you get it notarized, and boom, it's recognized. Simple as that. But other places, they might say, okay, yeah, we need your transcript from university. We gotta make sure your classes list matches up with our class list. And they're gonna go through one by one by one by one. And they're gonna say, well, you still missing this, or you still missing that. So you need to go to university here. Find that out before you get here. Don't come here without a job or without a plan, because you will struggle without it. And no one wants to start at the bottom. I remember watching movies back in the day, and they would always show someone from Eastern Europe coming to America. And they would talk about how they used to be a doctor, but now they're a taxi driver or something like that. And I had to think, that's because they came from maybe a third world country. So I thought, as an American, I can come here and boom, I'll be set. Nope, that's not true. Germany said nope, because we want to make sure that, yeah, you have an American degree, but will you be able to teach the way we expect you to teach? Do you have that understanding the way we want you to have to understand it? And do you know our rules like we expect you to know our rules? They want to make sure that you follow their style. And of course, you got to know the language too. So I finally have knocked that door down to a certain degree. Not to the degree I wanted to, but it's pretty well. Get your driver's license as fast as you can. Don't try to wait, even if you don't think you're gonna drive a car. Now, public transportation can be iffy here. It's better than America, but that don't mean, it depends where you live. But you might come with the understanding that you don't need a car. Eventually, you probably will need a car. And it's good if you know what is expected of you to get that car. So, depending on where you live in America and where you live in Germany, they all have different relationships. In NRV, for example, in Arkansas, I only had to get my license transferred over. I paid a fee of $75, and they were able to give me a German driver's license, as long as I did it before the 2-year or 3-year period was up. But then there are some people, friends I know and colleagues, that they lived in California, and the relationship between California and NRV, they had to do the written part and the driving part again. I knew a lady from Indiana, and she had to do the written part of the test again. And it's interesting because Arkansas, I just had to transfer it over. Now, another part of the region, I probably would have had to do something differently. So go to this website, I'm gonna put the link down here, figure out what exactly you need to do and get it done. And go ahead and get it done quickly. Even if you don't plan on driving in the beginning, you might have to rent a U-Haul truck or something one day, and it's good if you just have this stuff in order. Just go ahead and get it taken care of. It can be fairly quickly. Now, some websites will say you need to get your driver license translated. I didn't have to. I just took it up there, used my American charm, I guess you can say, and boom, it was done within an hour. Within 15 minutes, I believe. I left it there, came back, and it was there. If you do all of those things, there's a good chance you will do well here in Germany, just like I have. And with that, peace out.